You will die, foolish demon. Not before I find Cortana. It's been a while since I played with action figures, so needless to say, I'm enjoying it. What's up, guys? Welcome back to ThuggedOT Thursday, your TLG weekly commentary. I was lucky enough to get my hands on the Rainbow Six Siege beta relatively early. I mean, I got it about a week ago, so I was pretty happy about that. But the gameplay you're seeing is of my favorite multiplayer map that was in the beta called House, and I'm playing with my brother, Blitzkrieg TLG, so shout outs to him. But before we get into my first impressions of the game, let's go ahead and give a quick shout out to our Thug of the Week, Gamertag Blackout94, who is providing for his family but also our country by serving in the United States military. I'm a big supporter of our troops, so on behalf of all of the true thugs out there, thank you, my man. You definitely deserve a shout out. Now, if you yourself want to get the Thug of the Week or perhaps nominate one of your friends or family members, all you have to do is fill out the form on the contact page of thuglifegaming.com letting me know what makes you a thug. Now, as soon as I got the Rainbow Six Siege beta and I hopped online, I got so many messages from you guys asking me how the beta was. So, long story short, it's pretty fantastic. Okay, did I get my ass whooped the first 4 or 5 matches? Absolutely. But that is for a reason, okay? This game is incredibly detailed. There is so many things for you to use at your disposal. It's a pretty steep learning curve, to say the least, but regardless, it's very fun. To give you an example of how detailed this thing is, alright, when every match starts, you're either what's called a attacker or defender. This game is basically search and destroy from Call of Duty on steroids. Alright, I'm not talking about the weird dude in college that like shoots steroids like periodically. I'm talking about like Mr. Olympia steroids. Okay, this game is awesome. If you enjoyed any form of search and destroy from any Call of Duty, you're gonna love this game. So at the start, you have attackers and you have defenders. Now, similar to the Black Ops 3 beta, you can select specific characters that come with their own unique abilities. These characters are called operators. Each one of them comes with their own set of weapons that you can use, their own unique forms of equipment, and those special abilities that I talked about range anywhere from signal disruptors that disarm electronic equipment, like breach charges and camera drones. There's even a guy that has what's called a cluster charge. Now, listen to this shit, okay? If someone is camping inside of a room and you're outside, this guy has a piece of equipment that he sticks on the wall, and it drills a pipe into the room, a pipe, okay? And then he presses a button, and it shoots a cluster of like 4 or 5 grenades through that pipe that was stuck in the wall, into the room, and just blows everything to shit. Okay, what? Dude, the first time I saw that, I was protecting the bomb, and I was just sitting, it was dead quiet, you could hear crickets. And all of a sudden, I hear this little drill going off, like, nee. And I turn to my side, and there's this pipe being drilled through the wall, and I'm like, what the hell is that? And all of a sudden, grenades start rolling in the room. I'm like, what is going on? So, dude, little things like that make the gameplay so fun. But, you know, for every form of special ability that an operator has, there are ways to counter it. That cluster bomb, for instance, it can't breach through a wall that's been reinforced. You'll see periodically here throughout the gameplay, there'll be moments where I am implanting this metal barrier on the backside of a wall that prevents people from breaching through it, shooting through it, and so forth. And really, you know, it's unique strategic forms of gameplay like that make this game so damn competitive. And that's one of the reasons why I see this game being huge in esports. I see a large percentage of your Counter-Strike players switching over to Rainbow Six Siege. That's just my personal opinion. It has a very classic Tom Clancy feel to it, and I love how team-based it is, especially at the start of a match when you have to enter a building. You know, do you break through a window and climb through it? Do you rappel from a skylight? Or maybe you just blow a big-ass hole in the garage? I've done that a few times. So the amount of cooperative gameplay and teamwork with your friends is unlike anything I've ever experienced, and I think that ultimately is going to result in large amounts of sales for this game. But with all of that being said, there are two major negatives that I need to point out to you guys just so you know what this game is twerking with. Alright, the first big negative is it lacks customization. Now this is what I mean. All you can really customize in this game while you're playing multiplayer is a basic loadout. You can pick what weapon you want to use, what form of equipment that you want to carry, and besides that, it's just really attachments for your gun, a limited amount of attachments at that, and you can pick your weapon camo. But that's literally it. Whatever operator you choose, that's how you're gonna look throughout your entire experience of playing the game. Now, the reason why this is so frustrating is because the Rainbow Six franchise in general is known for having the most customization over any game on the market. Take, for example, Rainbow Six Vegas and Rainbow Six Vegas 2. These games, to this day, are the most customizable multiplayer experience that I've had. You could customize every single piece of clothing. If you wanted to wear a mask, a hat, shoulder pads, gloves, shorts, boots, you could change the way your character looked to a T, and it made you feel so unique. It made you feel like an individual while you're playing a game that has thousands of other players experiencing it at the same time, which is really hard to do. But you took that massive amount of customization and reduced it to just picking your weapon and your attachments to it. I think that was a big mistake for Rainbow Six. Now, my other issue doesn't necessarily have to do with the beta. It has to do with the game when it launches. It was just announced by Ubisoft that Rainbow Six Siege will not include a story mode campaign, which I personally think is a slap in the face to all of the Tom Clancy fans, but especially the Rainbow Six fans, because a few E3s ago they teased us with what was called Rainbow Six Patriots. It was supposed to be a very unique campaign experience as well as multiplayer, and it got us excited for the potential of what a story mode for Rainbow Six could be. Now, the Rainbow Six franchise has had more time to develop a game than most franchises that I can think of. And the fact that Ubisoft dares to even put out something that doesn't include a story mode is hard for me to accept. But I have to, because I'm a huge Tom Clancy fan, so I just gotta freaking deal with it. Is it a game killer? No. Because you have games like Titanfall, for instance, that released without a campaign, and I played the hell out of them. Because, you know, I'm all about some multiplayer, and I think everybody probably puts more hours into playing online than they do in a single-player story mode. But having that campaign helps create lore and gives further purpose to experiencing the game. You would think that Ubisoft would learn from their past. Take, for example, this Splinter Cell series. Everybody knows the story of Sam Fisher. Everybody loves it and will continue to love it. You now have a huge fan following behind that story. They're even making a freaking movie that's set to release in theaters. And that is because Ubisoft dedicated themselves to creating an awesome campaign experience. Whether it be through reading a book, listening to music, watching a movie, or even playing video games, the effect of how a person interprets a story helps create an emotional tie that sticks with us for years. And the fact that Ubisoft is leaving that out for Rainbow Six Siege, I think, is their second big mistake. But with all of that being said, guys, this is a multiplayer that has never been done before. It is incredibly fun, and I am now 100% sure that I am buying this game. So that is my first impressions of the Rainbow Six Siege beta, guys. Let me know what you thought of the video with a comment below. Click that thumbs up button, share the video with your friends, and, you know, if you haven't subscribed to this channel already, then maybe I'll put my own little breach charge on the front door of your house and blow a hole through it. Will I enter? No, I just vanish, okay? You don't know who did it, except for the fact that I'm telling you right now, but hopefully you'll forget. Alright guys, I am out of here. Thank you again for tuning in. You know the deal, baby. Keep living that life, cause that is what thugs do. I'm out of here, guys. Take it easy.